the multimodal detection, right? You may have seen this in the virtual cockpit with the DJI dock before, but we are adding it on Pilot 2 via Flight Hub 2 for intelligent target detection, right? Compatible across the Matrice 4 options here. And the goal here, right, is traditionally we've just had the built-in models of people, cars, and boats, right? You have always been able to create your own model, and we've definitely expanded those capabilities where you can add that detection to waypoint routes and patrol routes. But now we're providing another easy option on the remote controller for you to do custom detections. All right, so I'll walk you through this here. First with a video example, and then we'll take you through the steps. But you can see here on the left side, we have the multimodal detection option. And you have a few different options for configuration. What I'm going to do here is just do a screenshot of the screen and typed in cylinder as a description, right? Grabbed another picture of a transformer here, annotated that, and called it a cylinder as well. You could just type in words only, or you could upload an image as well, but found the camera capture to be a good option there. From there, you can set up your alert settings and go ahead and start the search as well. And now what the drone is doing at this point is pushing a live video feed to Flight Hub 2. That's then analyzing the video frames and then sending detections back to the remote controller, which are then displayed there, as you can see on the right-hand side, the alerts popping up, and then the annotation on top as I'm flying down this distribution line here looking for transformers. So you'll notice there is a small delay in the alert coming up, just because we're pushing the video up, running that through model, and then getting the detections back. But we can see I've gone ahead, there's a verbal alert, there's a visual alert, all popping up here. Also enabled cruise control in this case, so the aircraft's flying at a set speed here. I'm just steering it left and right down the line. But see, we come to the end of the line here, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the detection at this point. And then from there, pause, can tap on the alert icon, and that will allow me, by tapping the report icon, to see all of the detections that took place, right? What time were they? Where was the aircraft? What's the alert source, right? What model was used and what was the trigger condition, right? You can see some false detections here, but overall it does a pretty good job of picking up transformers. And in this case, sitting on the distribution poles, you can look at the image, you can get the QR code for the aircraft location when the detection happened. I'll back it up just a tad here. You can also go ahead and select basically the fly to option. The drone will drop a waypoint or pinpoint there, I should say, and then run the fly to feature there. So right here would be the fly to option. You can select that for the alert. Just like any other fly to, give it a set altitude here. If you want just to do relative altitude, flies to location, and then we'll face the pinpoint of the detection, right? We can see that transformer. You also go through the alerts and fly to different ones as well if you want. So as you can see, instead of just being like, hey, I'm looking for a car, you could say I want a red car, maybe provide an example photo either by uploading it or taking a picture with the camera. Find that to be the easiest workflow to give some additional information to the model, right? So just walking through that step by step. First things first, you need to log into Flight Hub 2 and join an organization in the Pilot 2 app, right? You need a network connection because we're pushing a video feed out to get analyzed, and you need live stream minutes because those are consumed for use of the multimodal function. Next up, you are going to enable the multimodal detection in the flight interface. Then you can go ahead and simply type in text. You can upload an image, or you can take a snapshot and just draw a box around the detection and give it a description. From there, you will go ahead and set up the alert configuration, right? So we have our alert interval here, and then we have different method notifications that we can enable or disable. As you just saw, we had everything notified before. You didn't hear the sound effect, but you did see the pop-up alert and the screen flashing. You can see the alert interval information here. If you're flying at about 100 feet or so, it does recommend the alert interval to be every 2 seconds. If you're flying at 15 meters per second, talked about the live feed uploading to Flight Hub 2 for the real-time detection, and the results will return within a few seconds. And you can tap the alert icon to view the results. From there, you can go through the alerts. You can check the position. You can also go into the alert list, right? You can look at the location. You can drop a pin at the location. You can fly to the location. And then afterwards, you can view alerts in the list, and we'll be expanding the report options for after flight as well. Right now, you're just seeing the filter here for the manual flight detections. A reminder here for the real-time detection, right? If you're just turning on the AI feature in the Pilot 2 app, you're missing a lot of the settings and capabilities here underneath the menu that pops up. Remember, this is compatible across the Matrice 4 models we're talking about here today. And a reminder, you can set a specific conditions here for people, vehicles, or boats, and how many are detected for a alert to occur. You can change up the alert interval here, and you can set up the alert notifications as well. So pretty much what we were just showing, you can do that based on our pre-configured models as well, and generate those reports afterwards as well. If you want to do this over a set area, instead of just manually flying around, you can go ahead and select a patrol route, right? It's somewhat similar to an area route, but the goal is different, right? The goal is to look around the area. So you'll see the gimbal angle is going to be automatically angled, and the flight route will be a bit off center to search the box drawn. But we've really expanded the options here in this update, right? You can use one of the different lenses, right? The 3x lens, the 7x lens, instead of just the wide view. You can incorporate your own algorithm. You can use the infrared camera. You can use the visual camera. And then you can add actions if there is a detection made, right? You can wait for the pilot to take over for 15 seconds. You can turn on the spotlight. You can use the speaker, right? So if you're really searching a property for trying to find someone, right, you probably want to wait for takeover. Maybe if it's an intruder, you want the spotlight turned on or an announcement made, right? You can run these from remote controller plus drone now, instead of just running it from the dock and Flight Hub 2. This is an example of what a patrol route looks like here, right? You can see it's off center just a bit because the camera is going to be angled this way. So to search this area, right, we need to fly a bit out of the area backwards to view it. And then going forwards, right, we're going to see the extent of the boundary here. We don't necessarily need to fly as far forward there. So just allows you to do more of a methodical grid search with some of the AI tools enabled. Another new update for the M4E and M4D is the addition of the smart oblique for the linear route. Let me go ahead and play the video here. You can see basically camera swinging left and right, right? We already had this option for your ortho, but adds the option for the linear route now. The drone doesn't have to fly as many passes because it has a wider field of view, looking left and right and snapping photos there. When you turn the laser rangefinder on now, you're going to see a map scale displayed on the map, right? So As always, you could still tap on objects and draw with the laser rangefinder, but another quick tool here to give you an example of how far a distance is. You'll have a map scale turned on with the laser rangefinder, with just 2 white lines here, as you can see in the example, and showing that, hey, this is about a 25-meter distance here between these 2 points. So just 2 white bars that are scaled based on the camera to give you an estimate of a distance there without needing to do the rangefinder draw tool.